Ask Claudio Cuomo. This is your forum to put forward any questions you have real estate related. Welcome to Ask Claudio Cuomo. Hi and happy Easter, friends, and wow, hasn't the first quarter just flown by? It's been a pretty big year in real estate so far for quite a few reasons, and this trend only looks set to continue. In this month's Ask Claudio, we're going to tackle another very current hot topic du jour, which is floating around in the investor and developer market, and that is around the new Victorian Planning Minister's changes that have just been legislated and come into play on Monday, 27th of March. Now, what would this mean for you, the consumer, investor, builder or developer, as a buyer and seller? Well, thanks to Josh from Oak Park for sending this one in. So let's have a look at what do the new Victorian planning changes mean for buyers and sellers. Okay, let's start by looking at the facts and what changes have actually been legislated and what impact this may have on redevelopment potential and property values. So the reasoning around all these changes all came about from the Andrews Labor government in their bid to, quote, protect the much-loved Aussie backyard and keep our suburbs green. Firstly, there is no longer a maximum cap on how many dwellings can be built in any of the new zones, whether that's the growth, the general or neighbourhood zones. This restriction has now been lifted, but the new requirements do mean that new developments must have a mandatory percentage of garden space. The new rules are as follows. Blocks that measure between 400 to 500 square metres now require a minimum of 25% garden area. Blocks between 501 to 650 square metres require a minimum 30% garden area. And blocks larger than 650 square metres must have a minimum of 35% garden area, which is a significant jump up from the previous guidelines. To again quote the Planning Minister, Richard Wayne, he believes these changes will correct the Liberals' attempt at Plan Melbourne, which really missed the mark and virtually ignored housing affordability and didn't address the need to plan to manage population growth without allowing overdevelopment. So the reasoning behind these recent changes are to plug some of the gaps and protect the Australian dream of owning a home that we can still say, Dad, look, Daryl dug a hole in the backyard.
Go on, Dale. Tell him. Go on, tell him. Dale dug a hole.
Like the time I dug a hole.
Start of the patio.
Well, today we'll also post on screen right now a shot of the reformed residential zones, of which the government has allowed a period of 3 years for councils with inconsistent and varying rules to comply with the new state standards across Victoria. And as you'll see on screen, this will ensure consistency across Melbourne's various councils and communities. So all in all, what will these changes mean to redevelopment potential and even possibly the value of your home and how it can be used? Well, ultimately, having worked through various zoning changes throughout my career, what we found is the clever architects will eventually find a solution and a way to still maximise site development potential, and things will proceed on. However, this may take some time though, as there will most likely be a sounding period of a few months where uncertainty will create pause and hesitation from the investor, developer, buyer sector. And until some solid case studies and proven applications have gone through and passed council, or from then on, it will return to business as usual. So to find out what this could mean for you and your property's value, feel free to drop me a line or get in touch on details on screen below to see how we can help, because that's the way we love to do business. So thanks for watching, friends. I look forward to helping answer your questions again next month. Until then, take care and bye for now.